Hello students, we are learning about the results on Laplace transform. Already we have completed results 1 to 5 in our previous video lectures. In this lecture, we are going to learn results 6 and 7. Result 6 is Laplace transform of cos at is equal to s divided by s square plus a square. So let us prove this now. In order to prove this, first we shall write the formula for Laplace transform of a function f of t. It is given by integral 0 to infinity e to the power negative st f of t dt. Here in our problem, the function f of t is equal to cos at. So therefore, we apply this formula and we obtain L of cos at is equal to integral 0 to infinity e to the power negative st, and what is f of t? Cos at. So it will be cos at dt. Now here I would like to tell you something. Using Euler's formula, we know that e to the power iat is equal to cos at plus I sin at. So this is the Euler's formula. So from this we can say that cos at is the real part of e power iat, because this is the real part and sin at is the imaginary part. So we have seen all this while learning about hyperbolic functions. So here cos at is the real part. So cos at can be written as real part, I am writing in shorts. So real part of e to the power iat, and sin at will be equal to the imaginary part of e to the power iat. Now using this in our integral, we can write L of cos at to be equal to, now here we have cos at. Instead of cos at, we can write real part of e power iat. So this will be equal to integral 0 to infinity e to the power negative st into real part of e to the power iat dt. Now this real part of, I can write outside the integral in general. So real part of integral 0 to infinity e to the power negative st e to the power iat dt. Now by using the formula of Laplace transform, we know that this integral, that is integral 0 to infinity e power negative st e power iat dt, is the Laplace transform of e power iat. That is this function, because we know that Laplace transform of f of t is equal to integral 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. Now instead of f of t, what do we have here? We are having e power iat. So this complete integral, by using this formula, we can write as L of e power iat, because at the place of f of t we are having e power iat. So using this Laplace transform formula, we can write this integral as L of e power iat. So this will be equal to real part of L of e power iat. But what is L of e power iat by formula? We have already found the result for Laplace transform of e power iat. That is, previously we have found result 2, where we have found e power L of e power at is equal to 1 by s minus a. Now instead of a, we are having ia. So L of e power iat will be equal to 1 by s minus ia. So instead of a in the formula, we should have ia. So L of e power iat will be equal to 1 by s minus ia. So that was what we have to write here. So this is equal to real part of, now what is L of e power iat? It is 1 divided by s minus ia. This is by using result 2. And so that is equal to, now whenever you have imaginary number in the denominator, always remember you should multiply this term. Multiply and divide this term by the conjugate of the denominator in order to get rid of the imaginary number in the denominator. So what we should do, in order to get rid of the imaginary number from the denominator, we should multiply this term by the conjugate of the denominator. But when we multiply something, we should also divide it by the same. So multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. What is the conjugate? That is, the conjugate of s minus ia will be s plus ia. So this has to be multiplied by s plus ia and simultaneously divided by s plus ia. So multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate of s minus ia is s plus ia. Always remember, when you have the whatever is the sign of the imaginary part, it will be changed in its conjugate. So s minus ia is the denominator. The conjugate of s minus ia is s plus ia. So multiply and divide by its conjugate. So this will be further equal to real part of, now here 1 multiplied with this is s plus ia divided by, now here you have, this is like a minus b multiplied with a plus b. So what is the formula? A square minus b square. So it will be s square minus, here you have I square a square, and that is equal to real part of s plus ia divided by s square, and the value of I square is negative 1. So remember, the value of the imaginary number I squared is equal to negative 1. So this we have to substitute here. So when you substitute I squared as negative 1, it gets multiplied with this negative sign and it becomes positive a square. So now we shall separate these two, that is the real part and the denominator part, imaginary part. So that will be equal to real part of, so you will be having s plus s, that is this is the real part, and the denominator is common for both the real part and the imaginary part. So it will be s divided by s squared plus a squared plus ia divided by s square plus a square. I am just separating the real part and the imaginary part, and this denominator is common to both the real part and the imaginary part as well. And so that is equal to, what is the real part of this complete term? If you see, here you have I. So this part will be completely imaginary part, and so the real part will be s divided by s square plus a square, and so that is equal to s divided by s square plus a square, which is the required solution. So therefore the Laplace transform of cos at is equal to s divided by s squared plus a squared. So we have proved the required result, that is Laplace transform of cos at is equal to s divided by s squared plus a squared. So this is the proof. Hope you have understood the proof completely. Next will be result 7, where we will be finding the Laplace transform of sin at. Like how we found cos at here, we will be finding Laplace transform of sin at. So let us see that now. So the Laplace transform of sin at, I have already done it for you. I will just explain it. So it is equal to a divided by s square plus a square. So this is what we have to prove. So we know that the formula for Laplace transform is this, where this f of t here is sin at. Now applying this on the formula, L of sin at will be equal to integral 0 to infinity e power minus st sin at dt. We already saw that e power iat is equal to cos at plus I sin at, where cos at is the real part of e power iat and sin at is the imaginary part of e power iat. So now we are doing the problem for sin at. So we will be taking this imaginary part of e power iat for sine 80. So at the place of sine 80 within the integral, so here we will be replacing it by imaginary part of e power I80 dt. So writing it in out of the integral, imaginary part of integral 0 to infinity e power st e power I80 dt. But while comparing with the Laplace transform formula, this integral gives us L of e power I80. And so that is equal to imaginary part of, what is L of e power I80? The formula already we saw. We saw that L of e power 80 is equal to 1 by s minus a. L of e power I80 will be equal to 1 by s minus ia. So here also we will be having imaginary part of 1 by s minus ia. That is L of e power I80 is s minus 1 by s minus ia. Now multiplying and dividing with the conjugate of the denominator, we have s plus ia in the numerator divided by s minus ia. So it is s plus ia divided by s squared minus I squared a squared by using the formula a minus b multiplied with a plus b. This is plus, okay. So a minus b multiplied with a plus b formula, we arrive at this. But what is I squared? The value of I squared is equal to -1. It's an imaginary number. So I squared is equal to -1. Therefore, when we substitute that -1 over here, minus into minus becomes plus, and so here you get the positive sign. So now we will be separating the terms. So real part will be s by s squared plus a square plus I multiplied with a by s squared plus a squared. Always remember, whenever you take the imaginary part, you should consider only this portion of it. This is an imaginary part of it, and the coefficient of this gives us the imaginary part. Few students by mistake, they take it along with I and they write the answer as ai divided by s squared plus a squared, which will be wrong. So remember, you should take only the coefficient of I, that is a divided by s squared plus a square. So therefore we get Laplace transform of sine 80 to be equal to a divided by s squared plus a squared. Hope you have understood both the results. Thank you.